Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. Everything I am, you gave me the strength to do. Hey, Lord, I lift my hands. Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. This is my response for making me.
Recording in progress.
Hey, Lord, I can feel your presence. Putting all your peace in me. Lord, I can feel revival. Breaking all the captives free. And though it sounds crazy, man, I used to hate me. Till I met somebody who told me how he made me. How he died to save me. And if you want the same thing, all you gotta do is just say, Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. Yeah, yeah. Everything I am, everything I am, you gave me the strength to do. Yeah, you do. Lord, I lift my hands. Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. This is my response for making me brand new. And I can't help it, I'm just being real. I just walk up to the mic and tell y'all how I feel. Y'all think I'm religious, I'm just trying to eat a meal. But I don't live on bread alone, you hear it in my zeal. Down bad, but you got me better. G-O-D,
all right.
that's the best three letters.
What up, what up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Let's rock and roll.
Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. Everything I am.
Big G's. How y'all feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah.
I give all the praise to you. This is my
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, song changed. Oh, hope you guys are well. Glory to the Father. Let's get to it. Y'all ready? All right, Z Gamer in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let's do it.
I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ.
Okay, let's rock and roll here. Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all feeling? Good to see you guys. Good to see you, good to see you. Perfect. Okay, let's do it. I am good to go. I am good to go. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. We good to go. We good to go. Welcome in. Welcome in. Who we got here? Maxi Millie. 3 ants in the house. What up, James? James, first man here today. Z Gamer in the house. What up, K Villa? Trying to stay in April. Yeah. What up, Kate? What's goody? Tamara in the house. What's good? What's good? Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's start our day here. Guru in the house. What up, Engineer 14? What's good? There he is. Green's in the building. Rob Trades, Zyper. What up, boys? Ooh, that excess is cold, baby. It's cold. Okay. Let's see. All right, hold on. It's my first time doing this. Let me just organize this. There we go. Perfect. All right, lovely. Lovely, gang. What up, Josh? What up, Elijah? Yanosh in the building. What's good, Yanosh? How we feeling, bro? How we feeling? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Let me just organize my other stuff over here while you guys spam some W's in the chat. If you're excited to be here, throw some W's in the chat. If you're ready to make all your dreams come true, like you were a little kid all over again, spam a little W. Get a little excitement, you know, a little excitement. Hit the W. Oh, man. All right, well, it's a good day here, man. It is May 1st, so it's the first day of a new month. So April is in the books, my friends. What a month. What a month April was. Like I mentioned, I got, yeah, a lot of green days, couple red days, couple no trade days, a lot of green days, and that's exactly what you want to see on your P&L, man. Green week after week after week after week. So that is a blessing in itself, and we will move on now to May. Right now, we got to earn that in May. So just like we had to earn it in April, just like we couldn't just rest on March's results for April, right? We had to go out and we had to earn it in April. So just as we finish off here, we got to go earn this in May, man. So we got to be on our game. We got to be making the right decisions, right? We got to be doing things that are going to benefit us in our future, all right? So if you had a great April, let's bring all that momentum into May with us. And if you didn't have such a great April, then maybe April was a good learning month, and you should really look back on it if you haven't already and pick out what you could have learned, what you could have done better, and where you could have, been better, where you could have made better 8-figure trader decisions. So on to a new month now. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Everyone, yeah, looks like everyone's excited up in here. Holy, we got motion. Yo, the W's don't stop. The W's don't stop. So anyway, let's go ahead and pray over this month here, and then let's begin. Cool? Let's do it. All right. Well, Father in heaven, Lord, we just come here to thank you, Lord, for an incredible April, Lord. We know that it was your hand and your word and you that guided it, Lord. So we thank you for what you did, and just not just in our trading, Lord, but in our personal lives and in our relationships and in our mind and our finances, Lord. So we just first and foremost thank you for that. We thank you for doing the same in May, Lord. We thank you for doing it bigger, for doing it better, for doing it exceedingly abundantly above and beyond all that we could even think of or ask for or even imagine, Lord. So we're just so grateful for your word, Lord, and that we are able to call upon you, invite you into these live streams, and be blessed by your presence here. So Lord, I pray for your people. I pray over their month, not just them, Lord, but their families. Father, I pray you would give them a vision with the promises, Lord, that come attached with accomplishing that and being able to do it effortlessly, Lord. So we thank you for your presence among us here at TTE, and we just give you the glory. We ask that you would bless our May, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Big victories here. Just wait on it. Just wait. Just holler back at me at the end of May. And talk to me, man. Talk to me. So let's go ahead and get this day started. Today is May 1st, the 1st of May, and it is Thursday. So it's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to make 8-figure trader decisions, and to really kick our month off right. And I don't mean with a win. I mean with discipline, with professionalism, right? I think in April we started off with a loss, I believe. Yeah. So it's not about getting started off on a green day, but more so sticking to the plan and sticking to the habits that got us all the green days in the prior month. All right. So we do have news coming in here in about 15 minutes at 8:30. You'll have unemployment claims popping up here. Later on, you'll also have some PMI coming in. So we got a big day here today. Should be a lot of volume coming in. And then keep in mind that we do have NFP on Friday, which is tomorrow. This week flew by, if you ask me. Which is May 2nd. So NFP coming in tomorrow. PMI and unemployment claims today. And let's see what we could do, man. We did take one trade in London. I did hit break even. And that's pretty much all I've been up to here today. So we're going to see what we can do and how we can fish here in the New York session pond and see if we could pull some pips out. So if you guys can, give the stream a like here for me. And if you're not subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel before we begin. Clubhouse, good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. W, you guys can hear the music, right? Oh, snap. Daniel, chill. Good thing I moved that. Good thing I moved the chat there. I don't want y'all to know who my bodyguard is. April is a huge W for me. May's going to be even bigger. Amen, brother. I received that. I received that as well. All right, let's go ahead and do a fresh analysis here on gold. We'll take a look at the NASDAQ here as well, and then we will, chop it up here today. So taking a look at gold, this is the daily time frame here, and we do have a pretty massive bearish candle on our hands here. So we are coming right into that support level. So let's see what we begin to do. We don't really have much of a top wick, right? That also means we don't have much of a top wick on the monthly candle. Right, so I doubt that the monthly candle is going to bleed off here without making a top wick. But so far, we've opened up on day one and just moved down. We filled the range here, right? I think if you can get below these support levels here too, you can really make a move down. Let me lower this music. I feel like it might be a little too loud. All right, that should be better. Let me do it one more. Yeah, that should be good. So that's what we're looking at here on the daily time frame. So can we say that the daily target has been tapped? I mean, the first target has certainly been tapped, right? So does that mean that we're just going to automatically like call the bottom here? No, but if you do get some playbook positions that line up to go long here, somewhere down in this range, then I will most certainly be open to taking a buy position here, expecting this daily candle to start, pushing back up as it doesn't have much of a top wick right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour. I'm sure it's melting. Yeah, 4 hours just melting. So 4 hour just continues to push through. I think we finally reached our destination here though, right? Like we're finally into the bottom before the next range here. So notice how we kind of had this range. We pushed through, we closed below it. And you can say, hey, man, we're right at support now, and then we're right at support with the next one, and right at support with the next one, but we just kept melting, right? Just kept melting all through Asian, all through London here. So I think at this point, we're officially coming into this major support zone. So let's see what happens, right over here. We'll let news come out. We'll have a couple candles print, and if they start printing, again in favor for the bullish move, then these are starting to make, this idea is starting to make sense with price pushing out of that support zone there. So if the 4 hour closes below, I don't know, man. Gold's going to continue coming down, and I'm going to actually enjoy seeing that move down here. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. I think the 1 hour closed it out really a bottom wick. Let's go check on our supports here. So we do have a pretty strong level of support on the 1 hour. It looks like we closed right below it. So we'll see if this is going to be a 1 hour fake out when the news comes out. Let's take a look at the 30 minute. 30 minute doesn't have much here. 15 closed bullish. 5 just consolidating pre-news, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see what we do. Let's just let news come out, and then we may be able to draw up some new ranges here. But all in all, 15 is the only thing that's really giving us any structure. Other than that, we're just moving down here. So let's see how the news comes out, and then go from there. Yeah, you got 820 coming in, but I wouldn't dare to buy gold right now. So anyway, that's gonna be gold here. Yeah, just wait for news. We'll get a couple new candles, and then we'll kind of get something printed up here. But as of right now, the only new price action you have is a 15-minute support. Other than that, everything is still just melting. So I guess we could say we have a 1 hour resistance, and then we have a 1 hour support right there. So let's look left, look right. Yeah, so let's see if we get a fake out here, or if we get a fake out on the 30, and then maybe we could look to go long. If not, we could just wait for some sort of a range 2 buy, right? Where you kind of have a little bit of a range, and then eventually a breakout, right? Then we'll have all that clean range going up, and we'll see if we could take that move. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We're calling for pullbacks here, man. That seems to be the word of the week. We're calling for pullbacks. So 4 hours been melting, daily's been melting. 1 hour, yeah. So we'll see what's going to happen. Let's pay attention to this 30-minute time frame though, because that's where we're going to watch the news come out. And then if you start making your way up, I think we can start moving bullish today. So Asian, it's been down. Maybe New York, we get it to move up. Cool. Let's take a look at NQ here real quick, and then we'll watch this news come out. Yeah, NASDAQ's tired. It's tired. Look at this big move it made. It's like exhausted now. It's just like, just leave me alone. Let me rest. So I didn't want to make a move at all in any other session here. But overall on NQ, right, we actually did end up closing bullish yesterday, right? So during our time together yesterday, the NASDAQ was down here. So we actually moved down the whole day, right? Broke through all these lows and everything in New York session. And then I guess later on, I didn't see all this, but later on we came up. And remember that wick fill that we were talking about? We're just about there now. So we did end up flipping bullish at some point yesterday. I did not see when that happened. And looks like we're filling the wick here today. So very, very bullish on NQ as we are moving up. 4-hour close with no wick at the top of it though. I would say we have support right here. Right, let's go ahead and look left and try and find some better advantage points or something like that. I think we have a resistance here, right? And then above that is pretty clean range. So you got a couple wicks in that area, but other than that, you got a nice 140 pip range right there. So I think buys look pretty good above there. And then sells, yeah, probably sells below here. Yeah, whatever that is, 19,909. Buys would also be pretty valid if price can kind of break down a little bit and then create support. Do something like this. I'll also be open to taking buys off of this support candle right here to move back up. And then if not, then we wait for like a closure below, and then the sells look pretty valid here as well. Yeah, I think at that point you would be where's the 4-hour? Yeah, you'd be breaking through that 4-hour support too at that point. So yeah, we'll see. Let's let the news come out and then we'll do our thing from there. Cool. You could also maybe have sells below here, but this is dangerous. I would say anything between that white line there and that zone is all bullish. It's all just meant for break and retest. Break, retest. So cool, man. That's it. Let's wait for news here in 8 minutes, and then we'll have a better idea of where we want to go. Music loud. I hope when I lowered that it helped. Hopefully. But how's everyone doing? How'd everyone's day go yesterday? Hope you guys crushed it in April and ready for a new month here in May. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. What's up, Eric P? Big LeGrand in the house. Congratulations to everyone yesterday who took payouts. I seen like 9-10 people took payouts yesterday, and that's all I seen. I know a few other people took them as well. Johnny Gems took a payout. The Viking Magnus took a payout. Aaron took a payout with top one. I think Sly took a payout yesterday. Who else? Who else took payouts? Scotty C took a payout yesterday. A lot of people, man. A lot of people. Lots of peeps. What up, Traders X? I could take another payout, but I'm gonna build the account. Okay, cool. Let's get it. What up, TK? What's good, LeGrand? What up, Wokey? Where's gold? Let me put the watermark on here. This is the NASDAQ, and then let's take a look at gold here. Oh yeah, gold moving up here, but man, we've been trying to move up for quite some time and just can't do it. So let's see if we can change the pace here in New York sesh. Yeah, W, congrats. Big money. If you did take a payout, go ahead and put your payout in the Prop Firm channel so we can recognize you and celebrate you for your accomplishments. What's up, Zoom? How you guys doing? Fun Asian session, but I mean London last night. We were chasing gold around a little bit. How long does it take Top Step to remove the funds from the account? If you have the new, I think if you have the new dashboard, they do it like in that same day. But from the other dashboard, it would take a couple days, like 3 days. They send you an email and they say, hey, you know, we took the funds out of your account, blah, 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 blah. What up, Arrow Sassy? Yo. Any trades today? I took just one trade in London and hit break even on it. Yeah, a little break-even trade. Wow, 15-minute candle close weak here too. Yeah, let's see what gold does here. We got 4 minutes and the news coming out. Crazy, crazy. Just been tanking here. It's been straight melting. Melter here. This is good. This is good. I'm not used to seeing red candles here on gold over the last couple weeks. It's been all green, baby. It's been all green. Just moving on up. So this is good. What's up, Muhammad? I'm doing fantastic, brother. Incredible. How you doing? How are you doing? Nobody knows nothing. I gotta make I'm gonna make a April recap review video this weekend, so I'll put that out at some point, maybe before next week. Go over all the trades taken. It was a good month. It was a fun month. You had some losses in there. We definitely ran into some rough price action, I would say, during the tail end of April for sure. But nothing that we can't handle. You know what I mean? Nothing that we can't maneuver our way through, and nothing that discipline can't take care of. Right? You can't take too many losses. Right? You can't dig yourself in too big of a hole when you're disciplined. When you have that discipline and you have that like professionalism to your trading, it just won't happen. So couple no trade days, also a couple days without XFAs, which kind of was whatever, but had to take like 4 days to get the XFAs back. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth sailing. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to bore you with all the trades in the video, but I'll go through some of the ones that stand out. I'll especially go through the losing trades and see if I could put something out there that helps you. Something is freakishly wrong. Why is it that I'm very profitable on demo, but enter losing streaks the moment I get paid? Because you just care too much. You care about the outcome too much on the live account. So you're not freely trading. You know, you're not just doing you and taking your trades. You just care a lot. You know what I mean? That's probably what it is. So you gotta develop that nonchalant, that it is what it is, whatever type of mentality to your trading. Like, hey, I win, I lose, I lose. I bet that's the way you treat it on the demo. But I bet once you get on the live account, you're like, I gotta make money on this trade, or I can't lose. I gotta. You know, so it's just a perspective. Nothing is actually different outside of your viewpoint. So I think when most people develop success is when they've been working so hard for it, where they haven't gotten it yet, and to the point where they just go, you know what, I don't even care. I don't even care about success. I know that I'm doing the right things every day to get it, and it'll come to me. And then usually, boom, that's when you find yourself over the hump and smooth sailing. So I would just develop a free spirit to yourself, man. You know what I mean? Don't worry. God's got it. God's got you. You just do the work. You just do what's required to win, and you'll win. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Asian, Chinese, Spanish, if you're from the USA, from the UK, from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter your race, your religion. It doesn't matter. All that matters is, are you willing, or can you consistently do what's required to get to the level of success that you want to in that specific area. So that's it. Don't worry about how it's going to get done. Just march forward day by day with that nonchalant mentality. All right, here comes the news. Here it comes. What do you guys want to watch? 30 minute? We'll watch 30 minute. Me, I don't care. I don't care if my next trade's a winner or a loser, you know, but someone else out there does. So that's why, you know, you just got to execute. Execute when it's time to execute. All right, let's see how the news comes out here. We got 22 seconds. 22 seconds. 22 seconds. I didn't make it to actually I did make it to pre-New York, but only for a few minutes. I had to get some sleep, man. I was up for like 28 hours. Just moving. That's right, TK. Just do it. Just like Nike's slogan, right? Just do it. All right, here it comes. Let's go see if they got a result. Unemployment claims, they're expecting from 222 to 224. So we'll see how it drops. $241. Oh wow, 241. Okay, so that's so we got red numbers here on gold, or I'm sorry, on the dollar there. So gold should make its way up. So that should support our idea of the daily in support level, the 4 hour in that support level as well, beginning to break its own high. The 1 hour candle starting to make its way up after a candle closing with no bottom wick. 30 minutes creating support. 15 minute has a strong bullish candle. So yeah, I mean, we do have some chop right ahead of us here when it comes to going long, right? So that is annoying, but other than that, I think we if we get a closure above 32, what is that, 32.32, I think we're good to go. Ideally, I'm gonna need some sort of a pattern like this, to where you close bearish, right, and then close above, so that way we got a new support and we could take our buy off of that support, because we need power, right? We need the juice. So if we don't have support, it's very likely that we don't got the juice, you know what I mean? So the big push is coming off support, which already happened right here. Boom, that's the big push. So now, what's the chances that we do another big push before creating a support? We're probably going to want to do that first. So if we can do that, and look, if we don't want to do that, well, that's not my move there, right? But if we do create support, then I'll be in a trade today, and then potentially be making thousands today, you know, and that's how the game goes. So you get what you want, and then you execute. And if not, then you just wait till what you want shows up, and then you execute. So we'll see if we can get some sort of, maybe a little rejection here, maybe a bearish closure, and then a support, and then we can move our way up. Can we do it? Can we do it? What up, Q? How you feeling, bro? Let's take a look at NQ. Speaking of Q. Yeah, so nothing here. Nothing going on. Nothing going on. Always seems like it matches the technicals. Yeah, it does. It does. They line up nicely. They line up nicely. What up, YOLO Trader? Yanosh, how we feeling, man? How we feeling? What up, Foster? Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know, it's a blessing to be able to wake up one morning and just be like, I feel like going and grabbing an AMG. I'm just feeling that way today. And just on a random Wednesday, you go down to the dealership and you're nose picking shirts, looking like a homeless man. You go, where's the AMGs? I go, I want one in white. What do you got? He goes, this is black, this is blue, blah, blah. Where's the white one? All right, give me the white one. Yeah, the white one over there, I'll take it. So we just packed it up, washed it up, and bounced out of there with it. Oh, man. You know, I was actually wanting it for a little bit, and, you know, I just woke up yesterday and I just heard the Lord say, go get your car, my son. It's ready for you. Go pick it up. So I said, all right, we'll do it. So I went down, and there it was, ready for me, and took it home. I did vlog the whole thing too, so I'm gonna put the vlog out. Yeah, I vlogged everything. GJ was playing games with me today. Oh man, GJ, you still running with GJ, eh? Holy. Dude, I haven't looked at GJ in forever. It's been over a year now. Been well over a year. It's crazy. Make sure the booger stains are out the vlog. Hey, I had the kids come in. I said, watch the seats, man. Watch the seats. No shoes on the seats. No shoes on the seats. I said, take the shoes off, man. Their feet were just as dirty because they were rolling around. And I was like, whatever, just whatever. Yeah. Is it the GTS 63? Nah. I gotta leave room, man. I gotta leave room for my GT3 RS. So I didn't want to go too crazy on the daily driver, because I'm trying to pop that off too. I got two big car goals, you know, by the end of the year. So Yeah, and you know what's cool? You know, I'm a car guy naturally, but I put that stuff off for a long time. You know, a very long time to build my future, to build my business, and my mentor would call it delayed gratification, right? Just delay the good for later on the great. And there was many years where I wanted things and held off on buying them. And you know, the cool part about it is now I can go get anything I want. You know, anything I want, I can go get it. Not anything cash, but once you delay the good and you build and you work towards the great, eventually down the road you can do anything. And that's what my mentor always preached to me was, you know, sacrifice the good life now for the great life later. And you know, I just did what he said, man, and it's it's paying off like crazy now. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, delay the good for the great. You'll be happy later on you did it. You know, he would always talk about most guys, they just settle for the good. You know, they take their kids, their 9-year-old kids, and there's nothing wrong with this. My dad did this with me. You know, when we went to the NBA game, we got to go 2 or 3 times. But you know where we sat? We sat up in the nosebleeds. And if, God forbid, we forgot our binoculars, it was like, you know, the game ain't going to be that great, you know, outside of hanging out with each other. But my mentor was like, you know, you got to sacrifice that good life. Work your tail off for a decade. Build something worthy. Build something that's going to last. And then you go buy the courtside seats with your boy, you know, and you do it the right way. So for those that are willing to sacrifice on the front end, you know, you will reap the rewards on the back end if, again, you do what's required to get to those levels. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, you know, seeing things kind of unfold here. Praise God, baby. Praise God. Yeah, he woke up. He said, it's time. Go ahead, go get it. I said, yes, sir. GT3 RS has been my dream car since 12. Yeah, man, that new one is bad to the bone. I actually have my eye on one down in Fort Lauderdale, and someone scooped it up. But I don't think I was going to get that one first anyway. All right. Anyways. Yeah, if we can get a nice little bearish closure, because we kind of need this range to buy, right? Does that make sense? We're so bearish on everything else at this point. We're still bearish on the 1 hour, you know, still technically bearish on the 4 hour. Daily is extremely bearish, right? So, you know, I think we need somewhat of a range to buy. So if we can get a little bit of a support, you know, I think that's where we can start pushing off of, probably around like 915-ish. 915. How can I get the mindset like you, brother? I don't know how to think on the positives. Yeah, I think positive, you have to understand one of the most powerful things you have is your perspective and your attitude. It's one of the only things that you can control is your attitude and your actions. So I was not a positive person naturally. Believe it or not, I used to get angry. I used to punch holes in the walls. I used to get into fights with other people. I used to have a really bad attitude when it came to authority, and I had to clean that up, you know what I mean? So I had to get around the right people. I had to learn about the power of the positive thinker. I had to read many books on this topic, and then just begin to think how successful people think. So the Bible says you'll be transformed by the renewal of your mind. So at the end of the day, you got to renew your mind, right? You got to read new books. You got to get around new people. You got to listen to new podcasts, all things of that nature. You got to create repetition so that your mentality and your mindset starts to get familiar with that way, right? You ever hear the saying, if you hang out in front of a barbershop, you'll eventually get a haircut. So that's the thing. You got to get around other people who are in life where you want to be, so that way you can be like them. And if that means coming here every day and allowing this, I mean, this is a beautiful thing. We have access to people all over the world, and we can do it right from our home, you know what I mean? So although we're not physically together, this is a good association to be a part of, to start developing the winner mentality and to start developing the positive mindset, you know, around your life. You got to be positive. There's too many hiccups on the way to the top. There's too much adversity on the way to success. If you're not a positive thinker, you'll be done. You'll be out quickly. So you have to learn to be positive. Remember what my mentor would say to me all the time. It's like, Nick, depending on how, like, if you can go from failure to failure to failure without any loss of enthusiasm, you'll go to the top in whatever you put your mind to. So that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear, man. I'm not the smartest guy, but when I hear things like that from people I look up to, I listen. All right, when successful people talk, I listen. What about the sells? Sells, let's see, sells. Sells, you'd have to probably create resistance at some point in this range and then maybe go back down, but you might want to take sells below 32.12 here. We're just very, very overextended on sells here. And the thing is now, like, all the higher time frames are truly tapping into their supports here, right? Like dailies tapping in, 4 hours tapping into the bottom here. So yeah, I think a even like a 1 hour closure above is pretty damn good here. But let's see what we can get. What would the range 2 buys look like? Just wait for another red candle. Yeah, so basically, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. So basically what it would look like for me is you either get a red candle closing below here. So let's just say this candle here, right, closes bearish, and then the next one can close above. That, I will look to take the buys on that. But let's say that this candle doesn't close bearish and we just end up closing above. Then that's where I feel like we're going to need that break and retest above the range there, because we don't really want to take a buy up here, because now you're like all the way through the range. You're coming into the resistance here, and like all of a sudden you could pop up and then just drive down here, right? So at that point, the range 2 buys would look more so like a break and retest above here, and then maybe looking for support, you know, something like that, and then taking buys right there. So that's probably what the 2 scenarios will look like for me. Obviously, the cleanest buys are going to be right above here, right? That's where the cleanest buys are going to take place. But, you know, if we're going to get there, we got to get there somehow, right? So that'll probably be how we do it. And if we can get that, then I'm open to, you know, getting long early before any closures above here. We're still very early on the longs if price wants to move up today, like very early. Yeah, even if you did wait for a closure above here, that's still not the worst thing in the world here today. NQ looks drained out. NQ looks exhausted, eh? Looks like it's been a long day yesterday. By the end of the year, yeah, why not? Why not? Jesus said all things are possible for those who believe, so why not? Why not? Why not closure above 32.32 and then a bearish 32.32 and then a bearish, yeah, that too. That makes sense. Yeah, we could do like a celery play above there as well. Yep. Yeah, that would probably be like the third scenario there. So what he's saying is, how come not maybe a closure above and then like a celery play? And I think that'll work too. All right, something like that. We could start taking buys right there. But like I said, we are in all support. Technically, it looks like we can move up. And fundamentally, it's also kind of talking about moving up here. What's up, Thomas? I trade on the futures, in the futures market. So I don't trade like yeah, I don't trade it what was I gonna say, on like a broker, like a forex broker or anything like that. PM Magnifico, my man, how we feeling? Oh, nice. Third day here, already getting the hang of the playbook. Very nice, bro. Awesome. Been able to get out of my break-even mindset due to the lack. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, once you have a crystal clear game plan on what you're looking for every day, it's over. It's your game there. Like, you guys know what I'm looking for at all times. It's one of these positions right here. And if this doesn't show up, then I don't show up. You know what I mean? And if you could just treat it that way, you will go out and dominate. Yeah, it's either the onion, the fade, the breakout, the inverted celery, or the celery. That's it. It's really just the onion, the breakout, and the celery, right? The fade and inverted celery are just kind of onions in a way, like that just are impulsively taken. That's all they are. So I pretty much have 3 positions, and that's it. And if it's not one of those 3, then you won't really catch me involved in a trade that day. And then just make sure the probabilities are in your favor. You know, it's taken time for me to get the probabilities to this point though. Like, where is it? Like 83% win rate, right? I don't know why this says 100%. I shouldn't say 100%. 85%. I have no idea why. Why would that say 100%? Oh, that's for April. Oh yeah. So these are only April stats. So we did good in April, man. I know it seemed like we took a couple losses on the tail end of the month there, but onion was unbelievable. The fade, we took 17 onion plays, didn't lose one of them. Took 2 fades, 6 breakouts, 7 inverted celeries, and 8 celeries. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, Goldie moving up. We should move up. So yeah, once you got your roadmap, man, you're in there. Once you know what you're looking for, everything else that doesn't line up with that is just noise. All right, so we'll see what happens. 15's open here. You're moving up without much of a lower wick. 30-minute candle still open. So I think I forgot who it was, but someone in the clubhouse was mentioning this position here. You know, so if we can get this, I really like the move up from there. Just got my funded account and got into 2% drawdown. That's all right, Frank. That's all right. Your P&L is going to fluctuate. You know, your P&L should fluctuate. It should move up. It should move down a little bit. But, you know, it should, if you're doing this thing right, it should kind of consistently be flowing like that. But don't worry about some of these dips here. It's just part of the game. Show us the trades you took today. We took one trade. Where was it? London sesh right here. So we where is it? London. Where's London? Yeah, we took it. I think it was right. Where was that trade? Was this it? Yeah, I think this was it right here. Yeah, so we took this buy position right here. So on the break of the highs, inverted celery, we took the buy to fill this wick up here, see if we could push through at, it's like 30 minutes after London open, but we came back down and hit break even. Yeah. Yeah, didn't want to close anything. I wanted to see if we could hold, maybe get that wick to get filled. Same type of concept and idea with the 4-hour kind of tapping into support. Only at that point, the 4-hour was tapping into this support right here. Right, and it just decided to continue down into this one lower. So now we tapped into that lower support there. So that's what I mean. We could probably really bounce out of here now. So yeah, bearish closure here and then bullish, and I think we're good. My favorite pair is gold. I love gold. Gold's my favorite pair. What platform am I using? I'm not using TradingView. I'm using I'm using a funding company, 2 of them, Top Step and Top One funded. So Top Step, I think it's just called Top Step, and then Top One Futures. Those are the ones that I'm using. They both have this platform here called Project X. It's kind of like TradingView. I think, in my opinion, it's better than TradingView. So yeah, so that's what I'm using. But you could also fund your own live capital, Thomas. Yeah, you could do that, and you could put it in a broker like Tradeovate, and you can use TradingView to trade the capital if you're used to TradingView. Kindly recommend a prop firm that you experience being reliable. I would say Top One Futures. I know that they're reliable. I know that they're going to pay. They typically pay within the same day too that you request a payout, and then And they also have multiple features like instant funded. They have the regular challenge accounts too. And then you could also look into Top Step, who I use as well. I think I like Project X better than TradingView. What about you guys? How do you copy from top 1 to Top Step? I don't know. Yeah, I don't do that. So I just have top 1 over here on like another screen, and if I decide to, you know, take the trade with top 1's account or whatever, I'll just take it over here. What's the inverted celery play? The inverted celery play is basically like if we're in this uptrend here, right? So you see how price is moving up, and let's say we're calling for a pullback. No, I'm not saying we need that now, but let's say we're calling for a pullback, meaning we want to see some sort of like a move up, and then like let's say we want to see a move up here, retest, and then we want to buy, right, from this zone right here. So what we'll be looking for is something like this. So if I'll draw some candles here, you want to see, let's say price moved up, we missed that move or whatever happened when we weren't at the desk, and now we're waiting for a pullback to buy, right? So we're looking for something that shows up that we can say, okay, look, we got a bullish closure, we got a support formed in this uptrend, and now we can take buys here off of this candle right here. So that would be the buy position we're looking for. But what happens sometimes is during higher volume times, which is typically when we like to trade, what's going to happen is this bullish candle, it's not going to just print nice and pretty like that for you, because we're about to get big candles as volume's coming in, right? So what'll happen is we won't wait for that candle, that confirmation one, and we'll wait for this, and this is what I would say is the inverted celery. So it's a candle that continues down, but then starts pulling back, closes above whatever range that we're looking at, looking like this at the end of it. So if we see that, we call that the inverted celery. And that candle could be bullish or bearish. It doesn't matter. As long as it's above, that's the key word here. As long as it's above the range that we're paying attention to, then when the next candle breaks the highs, that's our entry. Boom, right there. And then we're looking to retest these highs up here. Does that make sense? And that candle can also, like I said, close bullish. So it could also close something like this. But just make sure the anatomy is the way it looks here, right? And what I mean by the anatomy, I mean the components of it, right? So you have a steep lower wick, small body, small top wick. That's the anatomy. And then make sure the closures are taking place and making sure you're above the range there. And that tends to work out really, really well. I think we have an 80 plus percent, maybe 75%. I forget. Let me check. Let me put all time dates here. Year to date. Let's do year to date. We'll check out the inverted celery this year. So let's see. From January to May 1st, through 17 trades, we have a 94% win rate on that. Right here. This is probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my own trading. Like basically 60 trades staying at a 94% win rate. I think that may be the most impressive thing I've done at the desk. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, these all tend to have high win rates because they're all impulse trades popping off during high times of volume, moving along with, you know, the correlation of the higher time frames and stuff. So a lot of those like impulse moves will work, because last year we already took the time to go through the losses and learn it and stuff. So now I know, you know, I got a better read on when they work and when they don't. Don't move up here, gold. Let's stay put here for a little bit. Let's take a look at NASDAQ here too as we come into the open. So yeah, it's just hanging around here. So once 9:30 comes along here, NASDAQ should get going. If we haven't moved since yesterday, we're probably gonna get a big move here in the New York sesh. So I'll be open to trading that as well. Full margin. Next inverted celery. Difference between fade and inverted celery? Really not much. I think it's just a more so about a pattern, like a candlestick pattern over anything, because there's still going to be impulse trades. It's just the inverted celery is like kind of specifically talking about one candle, which was that candle that I showed you earlier, and then the fade is more so signs of struggle right during high volume to go on and break highs or lows. Would you say that there is volume around 5 or 6 a.m. or after 6? I would say after 6. And if you're talking about Eastern times, 6 a.m. So you got London, which is going to bring you volume from like pre-London into London Open, which is probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 a.m. Eastern up until like 4 a.m. And then from what I've seen, volume tends to die out a little bit up until like 6. And then like 6 a.m., 6:15 starts cranking again. You get a nice big push, and then you'll get, you know, price to settle down again for New York sesh. So like one thing I've been learning trading all the sessions is how the volume works, and how like there's like a dedicated 1 or 2 moves to each session in a way. So like they're either your move or they're not. Like that's not the point, but there are like 1 or 2 volume pushes. So sometimes you just got to be honest with yourself and be like, yo, that was the move. I didn't have a chance to get in. I got to wait for the next session at this point. Where a lot of traders, they miss a big move and then they try and get in there and take a bunch of trades, but not realizing that the volume just came through and it just did its thing. So now it's going to slow up. It's going to be all funky and weird. And then that's when traders typically take L's, you know, after the volume push. We can have some nice moves today. Yep. Johnny Gems, I wonder where he might be sleeping, man. We were up late last night. I didn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning. Maybe 5. I don't even know. He definitely passed out. I'm like, yeah, I hope he's going to make it to pre-New York. Because I ain't. We're building them up, DJ Scratchers, you know? We're building them up. Do I trade 3 sessions? Yeah, I do. I trade Asian, London, and New York sesh. Asian, London, New York. And I've been doing that all year, and to be honest, I really I think experience, one of the things that's really coming into play for me as a trader is experience. So my experience is now starting to, and my chart time is starting to take on a light momentum of its own, and I'm just following price really good, understanding price, keeping up with price session by session, and really learning a lot this year. So probably have a lot to teach on and talk about next year, I'm sure. But right now we're in the heat of it. You know, we're just working. We're working. So when do I sleep? Ah, man. I want to tell you I sleep from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., but I don't. So I just sleep randomly when I'm tired, pretty much. Yeah, I wish I had a bit of a better sleep schedule, but I'm having fun with this, and I got the energy to do it, so we're having a good time. I'll tell you what, though, I do get good quality sleep. I do get good quality, so if I am sleeping, I'm sleeping like a baby, man. All right, see, where's C-Melly? C-Melly here? He's hey, I get good quality sleep. Really good. The way I do that is typically I'll at least obviously shower before bed, get fresh, get clean. I have noisemakers that I use. I keep the room very cool and cold, and I got my lullabies going. I got my shushers going, the noisemakers. Who's got kids here? You got to go steal the noisemakers from their room, I'm telling you, or just buy a set for your own room. Game changer. Game changer. Yeah, it's probably not great for my health, but you know, neither is McDonald's and cheeseburgers and you know, doing all that stuff too. There you go, Kobe. There you go. All right, so did we get a bearish? Yeah, perfect. So it depends now if we could stay above here. We got this rejection here. So if we can close now, it's 9 a.m. here. So if 9 a.m. to 9:15 can actually come down, right, and stay above here bullish, then this is where I'm going to be going long. Yeah, come 9:15, maybe 9:30, but it's looking like it's setting up for 9:15. Magnesium, yup, take magnesium, all that. Is the support valid? Which one? What up, Lights Fire? Which support is it? Which one are you talking about? Yo, get the noisemaker. I'm telling y'all, thank me later. Thank me later. You guys sleeping like babies. I'm telling you. Gotta get that quality sleep, man. If you fast for 10 to 20 days, you sleep just 3 to 4 hours. Body doesn't eat. Yeah, I honestly don't eat that much either. So I just eat good. I try and eat good quality meals, and I just eat I just pretty much eat one good quality meal a day. Sometimes my wife will come and randomly bring me some like breakfast, but that's rare. You know, usually I have a good quality meal around like 5 p.m. and by the time it's ready for bed, my body's already well digested and ready to go. What is white noise? Oh man, just YouTube it. Yeah, get the white noise. You got to get the white noise, the shusher, and the lullaby. That's the trifecta right there. You get that, you're out. You never need NyQuil again. Some of you guys in the UK are like, what's NyQuil? Yeah, just don't worry about that. Been sleeping with a fan since birth. Since birth, bro. Damn. Hey, that's how it is. And then you marry a chick and she's like, I don't want to sleep with the fan. And you're like, oh no. Oh no. Put words of wisdom and fall asleep? That's funny, dude. Yeah, Bob Proctor used to be my lullaby. Best advice I ever received, that thoughts are things. Now what you see in the mind's eye is just as real as what you see in the physical, if not more real, because everything in the mind's eye, everything physically in the real world starts in the mind's eye. Literally. So I learned that you know, your mind is a garden, and the thoughts that you have and the words that you speak are seeds, and depending on those thoughts and on those words, you will reap a harvest based off of it. So that's probably some of the best advice I ever received, and the fact that abundance and success and wealth often doesn't come from outward efforts, but from internal alignment. That was one of the best things I ever learned, and you know, started to figure out how to dial that in the spiritual realm. Podcast a good lullaby? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Time to eat New York live stream. Good lullaby? Yeah. I know some of y'all. I know some of you guys are sleeping right now, dozing off a little. Wake up. Am I taking buy stops on the 1 hour flip? Probably not the 1 hour flip, but I am taking buy stops either when this candle or the next one closes bullish. Yeah, I need a little bit of support. I can't get that confident when we've been moving up for like quite some time here without a little support formed. It's been 200, we moved 280 pips. So right now 1 hour flip is currently 220 pips from the nearest support. So if we could just get a nice minor support, which it looks like we're getting. Just gotta wait a few minutes. That looks clean to me. You know, something like this looks fuego. We'll go up and fill that wick at 9:30 and then maybe push higher. Is it better to get instant funded? Just I would read the rules on both and just see, because one guy may tell you, yeah, it's better, and then another guy may say, no, it's not better. So I think you should read through their rules on each of them and then just see which one you like. Because remember, every pro has a con, right? Every con has a pro. So I would just weigh the pros and cons out on that and go from there. I personally like using the challenge accounts better. I don't know why, but yeah, just suits me better. All right. Yeah, even if we get like an inverted celery here, I mean, that's what we planned, right, for 9:15. So if this candle closes weak with a steep wick at the bottom, you know, kind of keeps that top wick, then I think on that next break of the high, we can move up before 9:30. On the stream, it states it's MY first. Uh-oh. I think I'll have to talk to Nick Stewart about that later. What's going on with this guy? He must be... He's missing the A. He's missing the A. Hey, there it is. There it is. Ah, we fixed it. Nobody knows nothing. Appreciate that. Am I waiting for 9:30? Not necessarily. I'm just waiting for a playbook position, you know. So whenever it happens, it happens. If this thing could close inverted celery, I'll take a impulse buy right here at the break of the highs. If not, then I'll wait for the next step. Yeah, so I'm not sure what time it will happen, but I'll be here. How much do I risk per trade? It's always different. It's always different. I'll risk on the 100K accounts anywhere from like one contract to 3 contracts on the GC. Just depends on the trade conditions and stop loss, you know, things like that. But I'm okay with risking anywhere like about $1,000, $1,500. It's a little bit much, but it works for me. Yeah, the Don, yeah. So like that's one thing we're starting to like tailor and kind of like look towards is like if we're overextended on the higher time frames or whatever, what time frame suits best, you know? And does a celery serve as a pullback, right? Or do we actually need the supports and things like that? So I think as long as we close above here, then I'm good to take longs here. Yeah. Where's Johnny? I don't know. I'm not sure. What's up, Matt? How are you, bro? I never really focused on RR in my career. I just focused on trying to take good trades, and that kind of put me in a position to have a good win rate. And then about a year and a half ago, I decided to, I always heard people talk about like, you're either a RR trader, right? Or you're a win rate trader. You can't be both, blah, 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 blah. And I hate the word can't. I really do. So I just start challenging those ideas, right? And started picking some other traders' brains who were just crushing it for many, many years. And I just decided to talk with them real quick and ask them for advice on how they size up in trades. And they started teaching me a little bit about conditions and what's happening in the trade. So if you're only taking an A+ setup no matter what, now it's like, all right, well, what are the market conditions surrounding the A+ setup? And then that will determine whether or not I want to go bigger in size or if I want to keep like a normal size. So that works out for me. So I don't look at RR based off of each individual trade. I look at RR based off of the results of all the trades, if that makes sense. So like in this case, it's 1.7, so it's almost 2R here. So about $1,000 is my average winner, 582 is my average loser. And then you see here, these are all base hits. See how most days are just base hit days? And when you do this, when you just show up, look for the best trade and just take it as it comes and size up accordingly to the conditions, that's where you get these big like doubles, triples, and home runs naturally. You know, these weren't forced. None of these were forced. They just all fell into my lap when I was looking for a base hit, just like the rest of the days here. So I tend to do it that. I know most traders don't do it like that, but it works for me, and I just try and focus on the end result of things versus, you know, right here, right now. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I do it. Let's see. NQ. I'm pretty bullish on the NASDAQ today. Also pretty bullish on, or at least I'm trying to get bullish on gold, right? And make sense of price being in these lows and trying to get out of the lows and all that. So do I have a fixed stop loss placement? I don't. So I usually tend to use two different stop losses, right? So let's say there's a bearish candle. So you'll have like candles like this, right? So they'll always make wicks and stuff. And just depending on my entry or whatnot, I'm either going to use, if I'm going to enter like, let's say here on this second red candle, I'm either going to use the high, that high, or this high. That's pretty much my extent of stop loss placement. So I'm either using the current candle high or the previous one, or if there's some sort of like market structure on the lower time frame that I can use, then I'll put it above that. Because sometimes this wick will break, you know, hit it, but respect the lower time frame market structure and drive back down. So sometimes when I can, I'll use little 5-minute like areas. All right, cool. This thing's coming back up for us now. NQ bullish. Yeah, if the candle's moving back up, which I think it probably is, right? Then yeah. Yep. Yeah, what do we do? What do we do? NQ or gold? NQ or gold? W Jabber. Appreciate you, man. Love you too, bro. Love you too, because you're here. You're a winner. You got the dog in you. You're ready to fight, and I love people like that. So keep it up, man. Keep up the great work. AB Mike in the house. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey, pip catcher. Trying to catch some pips in Asian with us? Yeah, man. Just go to timedtrading.com and you can look at the packages there and stuff like that. And yeah, Asian's been awesome. We didn't take any trades in Asian last night, but Asian has been hitting. I was actually looking at my my trade Zella for the month of April, and actually a lot of the trades were in Asian. Yeah, we took a bunch of trades. All right, we got 1 minute here. So if we do close bullish, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, 5 minute coming back up now. 30 minute looking clean. 15 broke the lows there, which is good. Asian was clean last night, but it was just one drop. It was just one drop without a closure. I forget where it was. Yeah, and that was it. We just had a good, healthy conversation last night. We watched some price action, but that was pretty much it for Asian. Mr. Greedy said it's better to not be greedy. W, bro. Do as I say, not as I do. Cheers, brother. Look forward to seeing you in there, man. Let's see. Speaking of Clubhouse. Dylan, call the signal, bro. Call it. All right, cool. So let's see if we can get a bit of a lower wick here, and then we should be good. We got 9:15. We got 9:30 coming up too. 30-minute looking clean. Let's take a look at NQ real quick while this makes a bottom wick. Yeah, NASDAQ closed bullish here too, man. This tough. This tough. Which one do we go with? Which one to go with? Damn. All right, let's see if we can make a low here, and then I'm probably gonna go with gold. And then NQ's got this support here, so it's tough. It's tough. Gotta pick one here. So the reason I like NQ a little bit better is just because we're buying off support from a candle with no wick at the bottom too. But the other thing is it's 9:15, and we might run into some craziness at 9:30 in this NQ trade here. So I think if we can break down, make a lower wick, just like we're looking for with gold, so we can have a little bit of a better stop loss here, then the buy stops look pretty good on the break of those highs. But if we can come down a little bit further here, that would be great. Aaron, and then let's take a look at Goldie. Yeah, I think NQ looks a little bit better. Not gonna lie. Yeah, if this thing could break the low one more time, then I'm gonna go long here. We got to break that low here just to get a legit stop loss. Otherwise, I really don't trust this 11 pip stop loss. So if we can break one more time, come down, and then I'll have a buy stop on the break of the highs there. I think I like this a little bit better than gold here just because we're buying off support, right? So we got a fresh support level here that we can buy off of. Yo, what up, Januar? How you doing? What's good? What's good? What's good? How are you, bro? Good to see you. Rather wait for the news. When is the news? 10? 10 a.m.? Alright, gold's coming down for that lower wick now. Yeah, I'll probably wait on 9:30 for gold here. But NQ, let's see if we could break this low. The thing is, I don't want to enter here with a small lower wick because 9:30 come down and just wipe us out. Wipe us out, take us out, and then move back up. So if we could get like a steeper wick, something more established, that would be perfect, because then we may not have to worry about that at 9:30. Yeah. Panic to take gold trade, so switch to NASDAQ. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Peace out, Mr. King. Later. I got the pause from trade. Oh, he took a little break. Get the money up. That's right. I'm back at it. W, man. Blessings on your return. Buying gold? Yeah, I'm gonna look to buy gold too. Yeah, there's news at 10. It's 9:15 though, so I'd still be open to taking trades now. 30-minute celery possibly on gold. That wouldn't be bad either. Like, remember, we're still waiting on a bearish candle. Like, that one is not ideally the one that we wanted, this one right here. So we're still waiting on a decently strong bearish candle that remains above here. So yeah, that would be awesome. Or this one kind of closes weak and then we set the buy stops, you know, the break of the high. See, that's why I didn't want to take it off the 1 hour flip there too, because we never really had much of a pullback yet. So we don't want to get caught up in price trying to make that pullback after the move's been made. Dum, dum. Wick, massive wick on NQ. Which one? 630? We're at. Which one? This? You talking about this one? Gold support 32.20. 32.20. Yeah, that could make sense too. Yeah, coming down. Somewhere around here. Yeah, all I know is if we remain above, then probably going to be looking for longs. If we do close below, then I'll look for potential shorts at that point. Yeah, if we get a fake out here, then the sells will look pretty good. Especially with the 4 hour, right? 4 hour could potentially turn around. So remember, although we are in support, doesn't necessarily mean we have to reject out of it, right? That doesn't, it's not a definite, right? We can flip bearish here and just continue driving here all the way down, right? Even down to like 31, 32 there. So there's still plenty of range to the downside. So we're just looking for bullish ideas in the support, right? But if the bearish ideas start flowing too, then most likely you can get this candle to flip and continue driving down today. Johnny Gems. There he is. My bad. Were you here the whole time?
Yo, 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 yo.
What's good?
Nah.
How we feeling?
What's up? Feeling amazing, brother. How we feeling? How you
Excellent.
feeling? Oh.
What's up, little
Better be
Clay
back.
Tech? Gotta love that.
Little Clay Tech. Oh, cutie.
Little man, little man. Ah, he's
Oh.
waving. He's waving.
What's up?
He's a little champion.
What's up, buddy?
Ah, little champion. My man, my man.
Man.
Dun.
Hey, what's up, chat? Good morning. Happy New York session.
Happy New York sesh.
Don't mind me.
The world's youngest trader right there? Yeah, right. We used to call Alea Baby Pip. Yeah, I used to trade with a couple of my boys. It was like a group of like 5 of us, 6 of us. So when Alea was first born, we used to call her Baby Pip. She'd been bringing the volume, trust me. Long before the live streams. Did John wake up skinnier? Probably. He's a freak of nature.
I only ate one meal yesterday.
John hung out with me yesterday, so that's why he's a little tired today. But he'll be alright. He'll catch up. He'll catch up on the sleep.
Yeah, we won't talk about it.
I'm training a
We
warrior
won't talk
here.
about sleep. Yep.
Hey, best part about you is you ain't got no job to go to today. So you can go
Exactly,
back to
bro.
bed if you want. I mean,
Right
I don't
after
see
this
how you
call.
could, but it's beautiful out.
I know.
It's
I want to
funny.
enjoy my day at that point.
Nah, it's pretty funny though, because you could be tired, but then like you go outside and it's like, I can't. It'd be a sin to take a nap right now. It's so beautiful out.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Maybe I'll take a nap on the balcony. I mean, on the hammock.
And the hammy.
That's the vibe right there.
What we do in gold. What do you think about gold here, Johnny Gems?
I like gold. I'm kind of with you, honestly. Wait for like some sort of pullback here since we moved up from support. We're kind of at resistance now. So I like the sells off resistance, or I like waiting for a new support or a bearish candle closure and then a breakout above. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I think if this 30 closes back above, we may have a fake out and we could probably move back down. But I'm leaning a little bit more towards my bullish bias here because we're just hitting support on all the higher time frames here. So I think if we close below, the shorts could be valid. But until then, I'm probably going to stick with my long bias here.
No, I'm with that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
with
a
that.
15 celery too.
Yeah. I'm with that, bro. And I'm glad we didn't take the buys off the 15 because we would have got stopped, probably.
Yeah.
And like 30-minute, we're kind of, right at that resistance, as well as the 1 hour, kind of very close to that resistance zone. Seems like so. A bearish candle closure or pullback would be nice.
Yeah, this would be good right here. This 15 would be perfect.
Yeah. Damn energy. Did I wake up skinnier? I don't know. I'm kind of hungry though. Woke up hungry today. Starving. I usually am not hungry in the morning. This morning I'm hungry.
He's hungry for pips.
I think I'm hungry for pips though.
Time to eat.
Yes, sir.
Sheesh, if we close back below, this might be a fake out here.
Yeah. Price can go up or down, bro. Honestly. I'm with you on the support thing, but that daily candle is still pretty bearish as well.
Yep.
And the 4 hour as well. So I feel like you anything could kind of play out.
We'll see. We'll see. What do we got to the left here? Pablo, how we feeling?
What's up, Pablo?
Green, how you doing today? How you doing, Green? How you doing?
What's up, Green? That's facts, Green. I'm working right now, bro. I'm looking for this playbook setup.
Oh, snap, yeah. Sergio's like, I remember on Thursdays when my landscapers would come. Remember that?
Yeah.
Every
Those are
Thursday.
good days.
Every Thursday. Like clockwork. What up, Lights
Literally.
Fire? How are you, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
What's up, Lights Fire?
New prop firm. I would go with the challenge phase for someone just starting out over the instant funded, just because it's a little bit more structured and whatnot. And yeah, I would probably recommend going with the challenge first. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, that's true, equity. It's just, hey, if the candle does this, then we'll do that. If the candle does that, then we'll do this. It's such a simple way of going about your trading versus trying to guess and think too much, and you gotta hurt your brain that way, you know? Anytime you guys see me thinking too much and scratching my head, I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Because it's just not worth it to try and find a trade, right? Trades are best when they find you and come to you. All right.
Like following price action. Where the candles go, we go.
So 9:30, 15-minute inverted celery. 30-minute, not closing the strongest. But all in all, we are remaining above. 1 hour looks like it could push up here. So we're going to get the closure in 20 seconds. Got 4 funded accounts, 3 to 4K. What shall I join? Clubhouse or Elite? Maybe Clubhouse first, and then see, you know, how prepared you are as a trader for some one-on-one coaching, and then yeah, maybe join the elite. All right, cool. I'm gonna have a buy stop here. So we didn't close below this support nor this support. The 30-minute also closed bullish here. So yeah, I'm gonna have this buy stop on the break of these highs up here. So it's gonna be your 30-minute, previous 30-minute highs. It looks like. I'm sorry, these highs right here. Yeah, stops are gonna have to be below the low here. That's gonna be only 100 pips. Only 100 pips. Dang. Yeah, so let's see if we respect the lows. Maybe we can use this as our entry. Maybe. Yeah, I'll probably use this as my entry here. Let's see the stop loss, like 60 pips. What's the math on this? Is the math or what?
Is it?
Yeah, that should be fine. 1800. So we got 930. We have volume. The only thing is we haven't broke the highs here, but I think if we're going to move up, we're going to move up at this point here, right? My stops are going to be below the lows. I'm going to risk about $1,800, maybe $2,000 here, and see if we can get it to push up. Probably going to go break even around that wick fill, close some partials up here if we get there, and then let the rest of it run. Yeah, so risking about $2,200. Sell limit, we'll close two of them right here. Cool. So that's the trade. So 930, we'll see if we could break the highs and push through. This is the riskier entry. The more confirmed entry is obviously going to be on the break of the highs there. Yeah, you could use previous one too. The one that I use is definitely a riskier one. So we'll see if that one plays out. Yeah, but we got these wicks down here, so we'll see. Doom, 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 doom. Another break of this high, we should get a push. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my $1,000 mark? That's what I want to know right here. Yeah, that's where I'm closing partials. Because if I get up 1,000, I'm up $5 here. I gotta take that. Celery play, yeah, somewhat of a celery. Yep. Depends on what entry you use, but yeah, I would say so. How to close partials? You just do what I did. So you got to come above the trade, right click and hit limit sell, and then whatever you want to take off, that's the one you use. Yeah. Boom, boom. All right, I'm actually going to close my partials right here because if we don't break that wick, boom, so that's my partials. I'm going to close 2 out of my 3 contracts here at 28 pips. Move stops to break even, and then we'll see if we can get through these wicks. I don't know. But if we got the volume to do it here, so let's see if we can survive it. Push, Goldie, push. This is emotional? I bet you not. I bet you not. Yeah, because if we don't break through these highs, then we reject them with the high volume here. So that's fine for me. You know, I'll take break even with leaving some partials there. Everyone's going to manage their trade a little bit differently.
I didn't get in this one.
Yeah, you got a lot of wick rejections here. You're overall bearish, really. You know what I mean? So you got to get aggressive.
Good
Got
close.
break even? Nice.
Good close.
When I get my live account, I'm joining. Oh, nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, so because if we break these lows here, we're gonna get a massive push. So we don't want to be stuck in that, right? If we do break through the lows, which we very well could. Yeah, 24 pips maybe. Yeah, we'll probably get another trade off here though. That was quick. That might be the appetizer.
He sells. Maybe.
1 hour closures back below, then yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Boom, boom. Yep, that would have stopped me. That would have stopped me. So yeah, not too much of an emotional close there, right? Because if you're not gonna break that 30 high, then you're not going up, right? And the big thing you got to look at here is this high, right? So this high stayed above this high, which also stayed above this high, right? So you got the highs respecting each other. Once you fill that wick there at 20 something pips, it's okay to go break even. At least go break even. You don't have to close partials if you don't want to, but manage your trade a little bit there, because that's where you can get rejection. You're also coming into this overall area here, which could stop price. We know price has been moving up for quite some time too. So you gotta take all these things into consideration, right? If you don't get a big push, you're gonna reject. So that's why you close one contract, let's say out of three, and then you go break even. And if this thing does want to push, you got your other two contracts in there. But if it doesn't, at least you don't take a loss and you actually make money. You know, I made 440 bucks here today times 5. So I'll take that. Kingman, he said we need that. Closed full at the flip. Yeah, nice. So yeah, now we'll see if we still remain above for maybe a better trade idea. That's all. Because if the 1 hour now closes below, then I think you got a fake out here. Dum. 24 pipskis, nice, bro, nice.
It's like, damn, like the 4 hours. Does the 4 hour really want to keep bleeding like right now? Like, yeah, that's like the tricky thing. I think a 4 hour closure too it would be really good.
Oh, stop it, Nate. Stop it, brother. You gotta manage sometimes, right? You gotta consider what's actually happening in the chart. Not every trade is designed the same. So at 9:30, I would expect to fill the wick, break through. Therefore, if I go break even, it should survive, right? If we're gonna continue pushing. If not, it's most likely gonna reject, break the lows, grab liquidity, stop me out, right? And then it can go up or down. So you gotta make. It's just like if you were making plans to go out to a barbecue. If all of a sudden the rain's coming in, you got to make a little change. You know, you got to make a little adjustment. You got to get your raincoat on. So if you have 9:30 and you're not pushing through like a normal 9:30 trade does, then it's nice to go break even, right? And then play with house money. Whatever happens from there happens. But at least you manage your risk and save yourself from a loss. Because I think I probably would have got tapped there. He said, "What in the Don Vo's going on here?"
That's
Yo, you're a funny guy, bro.
Oh shit, that's so funny.
Good setup. Yeah, good setup. It was the fade. Even gold don't know what it's gonna do. I know. You see how it's struggling to break the high there. So once we push through, we should get a move, but. If you're going to respect the highs, then you're, going to play around there.
Gold's been confused since London.
It really has.
Okay.
Last night's London. Yeah, exactly.
What happened in London last night? I forgot.
London, we hit break even, remember?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was actually crazy in London. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, we don't. Let's not even talk about it. Sorry, man.
You just had to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we broke the lows on the 30, which is nice. So that means like anyone that didn't go B probably got hit there. And now like if you get a new closure, we might still look to push up.
Grab the pack. Hopefully anyone in had their stops a little bit below the low.
Yeah, hopefully there were. I think mine might have got hit there. That might have been a 1 pipper out by a pip trade.
Those stupid 1 pippers, man.
Yeah, this still looking good though. You gotta push through these highs though, and then we should make a move. Breaking the 15-minute high.
Those resistance.
Yeah. Stopping them out, tapping in sellers. Yeah. So this isn't your average 930 candle, right? 930 usually picks a side and gets going. So this is just up and down and up and down here. So yeah. The countdown has begun though. 3, 2, 1. We should start flying now. We got 2 minutes for a 15 closure, but it gets troublesome. You know, not gonna lie. I mean, we're not in the greatest market to be trading today, right? Can we all kind of agree on that? I mean, we're back in a range. It's the day before NFP. You got to take what you can get on days like this. Yeah, because here, bro, once the 15 closes, if the 15-minute candle closes like this, right? I mean, we're right at resistance now at that point. So that's where, like, if you're already in the buy, you want to kind of close partials there. You don't want to enter a new trade.
Yeah. And even if we close above 43, like, could technically be overextended as well, since we've been coming up for a while now.
I mean, it's just, I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, this is not the ideal trading conditions, right? To look for clean buys. The best buys here today are going to be above 32.56, where you got all that clean range to the left. Other than that, you're playing in fire here. So we use the skill set, right? We try and take advantage of the volume on a trade like that. But if you're in a high volume time like 9:30 and you're not pushing quickly, you know, you should maybe make a decision for management at that point. Yeah, so basically the trade was taken very simple, right? So you had price moving up. We had price moving up. We weren't in these buys, right? We closed above, but we were overextended at that point, so we don't want to take the buy on this candle, right? We come down, we mess around here, we kind of wick into that zone. We never close below this range. So basically anything above that range is in decent position to break and retest, right? So as we're looking for the break and retest, we really couldn't find like the ideal setup that we wanted, meaning like a nice push down to support. It just kind of consolidated and gave us like a celery play. So at 9:30, right, if you break those highs, you're typically going to start moving up. You should fill that wick, which we did do, right, and start to fill the range. So that was it. Banking on volume, understanding that, you know, the 15-minute candles kind of tried to get below but couldn't. Closed weak, bearish, break of the highs, entry, and then yeah, if you don't get through there, you're going to get caught up. So somewhere in this point, you pick a break-even spot, and that's it. Yeah, but again, the market conditions today are not really the greatest. Not the greatest. Oh, some of you guys got hit by a pip. Dang. What do we got here? Still in? Still in? Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice, nice. Good work. Gold is tough. Yeah, gold is tough this week. Tough, 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 tough. Remember, consider the things that we have going on this week. We have the monthly overlap, April, May, right? We had ADP yesterday. We had unemployment, whatever, that's fine. But we have PMI in a little bit. So that's also what's happening, right, on the front end of this trade. We have NFP tomorrow, right? So as the experienced trader, I'm going to use my experience and close some, get some money here today, right? And while I'm in the green, and close a little bit at that area just in case we're dealing with a pre-news day, which we are, so price action is very likely to do odd things on days like this. So yeah. Top one got a 6 pip spread. Holy, is that on? That's got to be on forex though.
Yeah.
What else is new with forex firms? Is 6 pip spread like the average now? It used to be 3 2 years ago.
Damn, 6 pips. Holy.
They're just getting better and better. Peace out, Louis G. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you as always, man. What's forex?
Peace, Louis G. Yeah, forex, bro, trash now.
If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go follow me on Insta. I think I have a message for y'all. I'm gonna give it to you guys at the end. I gave it to the Asian squad last night. I got a message for you guys today. Let's see. When do you know? Hold on. No birthday pips today? Ah, no. Today's your birthday? May 1st? Happy birthday, man.
Yep. Chris Tops, happy birthday, bro.
Chris Tops, the big B-Day. Hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well. I hope you have a good birthday today. Forex is trash. Hey, man, Forex hasn't been the same since 2022. No, I'm sorry, 2023. How can you change over to futures? Depends where you live. And then also then you could just go to like Top Step or top1futures.com and grab an account with them. Why I said it, I was a bit emotional is you're looking for 1K. I'm not hating. Yeah, that's fine, bro. I'm not stressing it. No worries, brother. No worries. Yeah, you just learn day by day, week by week, man. Trust me, I'm a bit bulletproof these days. So I understand it gets emotional at the desk, but I know it's all love. I'm gonna just treat y'all like family. Traders X is holding it down. Forex brought me to TT. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, FX was good for a reason for sure. Do I have any idea what to do with this? Is this something that I can pop up on the live stream? Because if I click it, everyone will see it. I don't want to pop that up if everyone shouldn't be seeing that. Oh yeah, I think you just got it's either, I think it's an email or something. Oh, okay. Oh, enter your OTP? OTP. What's OTP? Does anyone know? Top Step is not responding on their support. Yeah, they're kind of one-time password. That's right. Yeah, Top Step, you're gonna it's tough. That's why is again, like, I love the guys from Top One because they're so communicative and they handle business. They do it with care too. So it's like if you reach out to them, you're gonna get an answer pretty much right away. Top Step's a big dog. I think I reached out to Top Step like 4 weeks ago. I still haven't heard back from them. Yeah, the one time they hit me back is I actually called the number. Yeah, they actually have a number. So if you look at your billing statement, there's a number on that billing statement that you can check out.
Yeah, it's best to call them, honestly, if you got questions
Yeah,
and
if
stuff.
you can, give them a call.
Or else you'll be waiting days on that bot chat.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, so break even does mean that. It does mean, so look, yeah, so break even. So if you got a trade, let's just say we're doing a little breakout, or let's say it's an onion, or let's say it's a breakout. So you got a breakout here, right? So we're going to enter the trade. Let's say we're going to enter it on the break of the high and keep the stops below the lows. And let's just use the market structure over here so I don't have to draw too much. So let's say our target's up here, right? So, but we're going to want to go break even, maybe somewhere around these zones here, just to take some partials, right? Maybe somewhere around these wicks or something right here. So I always like to, if I'm gonna go break even, I like to at least secure a couple bucks, right? So anytime I'm hitting my break even point, in most cases I'm moving my stop loss to break even, right? Obviously, and then I'm closing. So I typically open 3 contracts. So I'm closing at least 1 or 2 of them right there, depending on my belief in the move. So like if we have super clean range, then I'll probably just close 1 contract, right? But if it's a little choppy and things are a little troublesome, then I'll most likely close 2 of them. So I don't ever like going break even without at least taking some money home with me. It's just something I like to do. Get paid, at least get paid for the trade. Get paid something. Even though I only made a third, you know, that's okay. You know, that's still good. How do you trade every day for a week and just find perfect setups? Yeah, I just wait. I have no problem like just waiting around.
Patience.
Patiently waiting.
Patiently waiting for quality setups. Quality over quantity mindset here.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that would have definitely stopped out there for sure. So BE means taking partials. It can for you. You know, it's not a standard rule, but it's something that I like to do. So if you want to implement that like into your trading business, then you know that's fine too. I think I learned that from Raja too. He said every time you go break even, like at least take something off the table to reward yourself for that trade. So I like to pay myself, and I obviously don't want to sell myself too short, so I didn't close full. I just closed 1 contract and let the other 2 run. So I still had basically 20 bucks a pip rolling. That's true, Green. It does cost to open a trade too, so you do got to pay an entry fee. Got to pay a little fee, a little spread, whatever it is. What up, Wags? How are you, bro?
Wags. What's up, bro?
My guy, my guy. What's up, Magnus? How are you, brother? How are you?
Magnus, what's up, bro?
What's Gucci? Got some money back? Yeah, that's right. 4 hour. Yeah, the toughest part about London was this 4 hour closure today. So we had like no direction off of that doji right there. So that was tough. And now look at this 4 hour candle in 5 minutes. That's even worse, man. Yo, gold's tripping, man. NFP tomorrow. Get ready. I think gold tomorrow, NFP. Yeah. Yeah. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to all the price action you're trading today. You'll be grateful for it tomorrow. Ticks, not pups or pips in futures. Yeah, I think you can do either. So they have the pips and the ticks there. So like pips, 49 pips and 496 ticks.
5 minutes for a 30 closure. What we got? 10 a.m. news as well.
It's so funny though. A lot of the
Yeah, man.
forex traders that move to futures, they always brag about catching like 400 pips. It's like, dude, or ticks. It's like, dude, you caught 40 pips. It's honestly, it could be deceiving if you don't know about futures. You're like, what? They're catching 400 pips per trade? What are they trading on the 1 second chart? What up, Tap Line? NQ, let's take a look. I haven't browsed that NQ here in a few. Yeah, we're still kind of cruising around in the zone. 4 hour broke the lows there. If you, yeah, 4 hour can close below in 4 minutes, that'd be a extra confirmation. But yo, don't get too crazy here, man. I'm telling you, pre-NFP, if the opportunity isn't right in front of your face, there's just no point. Did I miss anything this morning? Just the stream, you know how the stream goes. Reckon I'm gonna get off today? Yeah, do it. Yeah, if you guys are, yeah, like I just said, NFP, you're probably gonna play around right here all day. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. Dip around in here. Mess around in this range, back into that range, up into this range, back into that range. It happens pretty much all the time. Taplin. Wait, Taplin? I said tap line. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Can I do the same on MT5? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. It's been a while for MT5 for me. How you guys liking it? You guys still enjoying MT5? I got my magic keys all set up. Just waiting for MT5 to come back. I don't think I would use MT5 anymore. Now using all this type of stuff. What are we waiting for now? Probably NFP tomorrow or Asian session tonight, because this is absolute dog crap right here.
Yeah. You don't like 30 resistance?
To come back down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on how this candle closes, but
Not really, to be honest.
yeah.
Perfect? Alright, perfect. Where do I live? Right here. Right here. Good old sunny Tampa, Florida. Life hack, man. If you guys can move somewhere where the weather's dang near perfect all year round, I would highly recommend doing it. Highly recommend it, man.
Same.
It's dog water, Daniel. You see this right here? This how we talk down there in Texas. It's dog water. This dog water. Is that how they say it in Texas, bro? Dog water reminds me of New York City hot dogs. I don't know. What do they call them? Water dog or whatever? Forget. Dirty. I don't even know. I don't even want to quote New York slang. Come all sounding all crazy here on the live stream. You guys be making memes of me later. See you later, DJ Scratcher. See you tonight, bro. See you for Asian.
Peace, bro.
Oh yeah, what did NQ do? I bet you 930 spun the block. Let's take a look. Lethal. Just when you thought price was going up, look at that. We broke those 30 highs. Oh, I'm so happy we didn't take those. Wow. Crazy. That honestly is well anticipated on NQ to just push down there and break these highs and do all crazy stuff. Yeah, here comes the news too, by the way. So we got news coming out, so we should get a big push of volume here. Hey, yo, green. Hey, yo. That's like approaching people with the name Nick Stewart. 994457. Just make sure you transfer the funds, Green, or we're gonna have some problems. I know where you live. Yeah, so here's the news. Let's see how we do. Are we gonna push and break through or what?
Yeah,
or are we gonna pop right back up here on
crappy
NQ?
price action.
Oh man, look at this NQ lethal. Let's see what Goldie's gonna do. Oh yeah, look at that nasty closure here.
Nasty, bro. Let me just call it.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Who was it that said 32? What was it? 32.20? Let's see, brother. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, that's messed up saying that while I'm in a buy though. What's up? What's up with you, bro? You can say it, man, but not when I'm in a buy. Damn. Can if there's no news, would sells look clean on which pair, brother? Which pair? Which pair? Some brokers have different names and stuff. Yeah. That, to be honest, that's mainly are you talking about like NAS100 versus like NQ, like US 30 over like YM or whatever? Yo, what are you doing here still? I thought you were out. I don't trade currency. Nah. I trade gold and NQ. Basically a metal and an indus. Fly, baby, fly. Sun's out. Yeah, sun is beaming here. What we got today? 77. Looking like a marvelous day here.
Gonna be perfect.
Holy, what's the vibe today?
About to go sleep on the hammock.
Johnny Gems with the nap. You see, just when you want to take a nap here in Florida, then you step outside and it's like, how do you nap in this? Just how do you nap when this day is just increasingly getting better and better weather-wise?
That's facts.
It's tough. It's a tough life to live, man. It really is. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, man. Definitely not for everyone. Yo, Green, bro.
Yo, Tuffy. Yeah, Tuffy said it. That's right. That's right. All right, here it comes, Tuffy. 32.20, man. Are you in the sell yet? Because price is going to 32.56. No, I'm just kidding. 32.56, bro. Oh, nah, yeah, here comes 32.20 though. Coming in hot. How to master understanding NQ? You have to show up every day. It's going to take probably 5 years. Show up every day for 5 years. Study NQ based off of one system and one system only, and then you still won't have it mastered, but you'll be freaking pretty damn good. He had to pop back in. How come, bro? John dipped. He's like, I'm out of here. Typically plan a nap in the morning, but there's just so much to do. Yeah, there really is. Once the day gets going, it's very tough to slow down. If I ever take any naps, it's typically a little bit before pre-NY. Past 3 combines and I'm maxed out. Let's go, Rob Trades. It feels good to be maxed out, man. It's a good feeling. I'm telling you, I wasn't maxed out for like 4 days, and I don't know, something about having these live XFA accounts. When you don't got them, you need them. Yeah, what is 440 here? 440. Yeah, such a blessing, man. Having them on a copy trader too, and if you're disciplined and you take the right trades, like you can make 440 bucks on a trade, but at the end of the day, make 2,200 really, you know, around all accounts. Ah, man, just shy of Just shy of the mark, bro. Just shy of the mark. But, yeah, just shy there, Tuffy. Just. Oh, wait, 20, right? You said? Oh, yeah, just shy. It's all good. It's all good. You were on the money, bro. You can't get much closer than that, I'll tell you that. Good stuff. Good stuff. How'd you know that? What are you using? Tell us. What's the secret super duper swoopty whoopty indicator that told you that that would happen? Do I like to trade minis or macros? I think I trade GC, so I trade the bigger ones. I trade GC and NQ. Peace out, man. Hey, enjoy your birthday today, bro. You gonna eat some cake or what? Hey, why don't you make the protein? Why don't you make the cake with the protein ice cream that we've been using? Yeah. Do it, man. Do it. Hey, bro. I hope you have a great birthday. Enjoy your day. Have fun with the family, and we'll see you tomorrow. Protein cake tomorrow. Today we ball out. All right. I like it. I like it. Enjoy, bro. Enjoy. All right, gold mucking around here. NQ right back up. Yeah, good day here. It's a good day. It's a good day to be a disciplined trader. $30-minute candle passed all the wicks. It had to do a pullback from there. Which one? I agree. I believe the 30-minute needed a pullback, obviously, like as well, you know? Like, we're just too far up at that point. So the thing is, it's like, all right, which pullback is suitable? Is it the 15-minute pullback? Is it the 30-minute pullback, right, when you're overextended? So that's something to dial in, too, as traders. Is just, you know, when can you depend on the 15 versus when can you, when do you have to rely on the 30? So it's a bit of a, cat and mouse game every day, just paying attention, watching. So yeah, I totally agree with the 30-minute pullback for sure. Good day, Nick. Greetings, my friend. Greetings, welcome in. First day of the month, yeah, choppy. Yeah, again, news here today came in. You also have news tomorrow, so NFP tomorrow. Every Thursday before NFP tends to trade like this. Nothing new. Opinion on S&P? Let's take a look, brother. You mind if I look at ES? Yeah, so same thing as NQ. You know, you're kind of exhausted from yesterday's big move. You haven't really done much. Look at all these small, low volume candles. So, man, not the hottest here today. Yeah, I think sells below here though are valid. Look at all that clean range. Yeah, ES and NASDAQ are gonna pretty much operate the same, and both extremely tough today because they're not moving much. Gold's not moving much either. See how what time did we get here today? 8. So from 8:30 to where we sit right now, we have not moved. We've just stayed right there. Can't afford TradeZella for now. I remember Nick used an Excel online. Do we have? Yeah, we have it. Yeah. I forgot. Chat. What is it again for the journal? I think it's exclamation point journal, right? Or is it? Yeah. I think journal. Yeah, you guys are free to use that journal that I used all those years. You can make a copy of it and import your own data into it. It's just as good as TradeZella. If you can journal it properly, then it's just as good as TradeZella. There you go, journal. Insta, yeah, this is my Instagram. Right here. Right here. Boom. ES looking less risky than NQ. Yeah, I think it moves a little slower and a little bit less aggressive for sure. For sure. NQ is wild. Yeah, this ain't bad though. Like, see how we've been moving down for a little bit? Like, if you use this support here, it's going to be the more valid support, and then you get a new resistance. That actually ain't that bad. And NQ will most likely get moving here this afternoon. If we haven't moved much here yet, this is a pair that's going to open, like, tends to gain more volume as the day goes on. $100 men versus 1 gorilla. It depends. Are the men able to use their brain, or just their muscles? Are they able to use their biggest muscle, which is the brain, or just what we got? Because if we could use our brain, then we could just, you know, take care of business real quick. We don't even got to get near the thing. No weapons? Then nah, I doubt it. I don't think 100 men? That'd probably be pretty tough to take down a gorilla. I mean, I know it's a lot of men, and it's only 1 gorilla, so probably the men could do it. Yeah. 100 men all at once could definitely. I mean, it depends. Have they been drinking, you know, tap water for the last 16 years, or, you know, eating McDonald's? What kind of men we talking about? We talking about men, or we talking about, you know? Just depends. It just depends. Like men or like 2025 men? Like men or yeah, which one?
Talking about 2025 men, I got the gorilla all day, every day.
I don't know, man. The gorilla ain't drinking any of that tap water, so he might be a little bit more savagery.
Damn, Nick, you know what I'm in the mood for, bro?
Fight a gorilla?
Yeah. Nah. Some protein ice cream, bro.
Hey, maybe we do it tonight?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, we got to.
Mike Tyson? Damn. Yeah, let's hit it. Little 45, right. 50 grams of protein. Take it.
Yes, sir.
So you would
pull up, brother.
Gorilla with weapons? Nah, that'd be crazy. I actually, you know what's so weird? I don't even know like if this is like a trending question or something, but I randomly seen like a simulation of 10,000 gorillas versus 1 million men, and they made the simulation where the gorillas just destroyed the men.
Damn.
So that's pretty interesting that you bring that up. It is trending. I had a weird feeling about that. You seen that? Yeah, that's funny. Florida just banned fluoride in tap water. That's why I moved to Florida.
Rainwater only.
Yeah, nah, that gorilla be lethal. Yeah, gold's gonna hop around here all day. Tomorrow will be another one, I think, for us. Yeah, we tried the longs there. Didn't work. I mean, we're remaining above 31 here, but we're just not moving, you know, so that's the thing. So we didn't move at all at 9:30. Where was our 9:30 candle? I think it was this one. Yeah, we didn't move at all. We broke the highs, broke the lows, and that was it. So I think our trade on a normal day could have really ran, but you know, with everything going on here, yeah, it just comes up shy. Fight a grizzly bear or a polar bear? Damn, bro. None. I was somehow trying to convince it to like me. Hey, how you doing? I'll start preaching to it. Preaching the name of Jesus all over it. Bang, 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 boom. Start preaching. Said even tell the animals that walk the earth about me. Yeah, after the gorilla grabs the first guy, all the other guys like, yeah, this ain't worth it. This ain't worth it. A couple of us are gonna get our heads taken off here today. I'm actually good on that. We might take them down. but not before a few of us die. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I'll just start preaching. I'll just start preaching to him. If I ever ran into a situation like that, I will straight up become a preacher. Start preaching the word all over that. You ever see some of those videos where those guys come right up to the, like, all of a sudden they're just in the woods and like a lion or some crazy animal just approaches them? Yo, what would you do there, man? That's like the ultimate feeling of being alive. Like when you're staring death at in the face like that. Oh man.
Word.
You guys are funny. Oh, the things that trend these days are wild. Wild. Man versus polar bear in Norway? Wow. Oh, you could probably, yeah, you can't not just hear it, you could probably feel it at another level. All right. I mean, gold is shot here today. Gold shot. NQ is shot. All heading back up in the range. I'm shot. John's shot. I think we all just head off here and have fun with life here today.
Yeah, let's enjoy the day now.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably won't be taking any more positions here today. It's, you know, day before NFP, so I think we just call it here. Chill out, call it an easy one, early day. We got a little, you know, we got a little something here. You know, we made some money today. We took what we can out of the markets, and yeah. Oh yeah, I do have something for y'all. That's right, that's right. I got a message for you guys on the way out today, and hopefully you can take something away from it. Let me just pull it up. This is a message for you. I feel led. I feel like the Lord's saying, Nick, I want you to share this with the people today. So I'm gonna share this with y'all and get up out of here. Any last minute questions though before we do head out?
Sounds good though.
Any last minute early dismissal? This guy.
Love early dismissal.
Yeah, I think we're good. Like the stream on the way out, and then just enjoy this video here, and then I will see y'all tomorrow. But this video, I think, is going to be an encouraging word to somebody here today. I think somebody needs to hear this. And don't be looking at my DMs either, all right? All right?
All right, Nick.
All right, y'all. Enjoy this.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Johnny Gems. See you later.
Peace, chat.
Chat, this is a message for you today. Message for you today. Don't be looking at my stuff. And enjoy it. Love y'all. See you guys in Asian session. For the rest of you guys, we'll be back for NFP tomorrow. All right. Enjoy it. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Don't over risk. Don't over trade. Like and sub to the channel on the way out. Here's a message for you, my friends. Enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next one.
Going to make
Peace,
it.
G's.
You are going to make
You're
it.
gonna
and
make
when
it.
you do, you are going to be so thankful that you didn't give up. You are going to go further than you ever thought possible. You are going to make your family so proud. You are going to be able to set your family up in that house. You are going to be able to do it. You are going to step into that thing that you've been avoiding. You are going to take the step in the direction of success. You are going to do it. I know sometimes you say, I can't go on any further. I can't do it. But God is saying, you can and you will and you are doing it right now. Like right now. You are doing it. You are capable of doing so much more than you even thought possible. You have only scratched the surface with what is in you. You are going to show up and share your gifts. You are going to be seen. You are going to get your recognition. This is the promise that is spoken on your life. It is only up to you to believe it. God has given you wings. It is only up to you to believe that you have them. It is only up to you to have faith that you can use them. That you can fly exceedingly and abundantly higher than you've ever been before. that you can do things that no one else has done before, that your family has not done before. And you are already doing it. The world is yours. Oh my goodness. You are going to do such great things in this world. I just feel the Holy Spirit say, like,
Proud of y'all.
You are so special.
Let's get it.
And you are so capable. And you are going to do it.
Love y'all. Proud of you guys. Let's get it.
You are going
See you,
to
gang.
make it.
Peace, G's. Have a great day. Be great. And know that don't grow weary in the doing right, for in the due season the reward shall come. Later, G's. Have a great day. Peace.
Say it's holy, can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion, you don't kid me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river, just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit, I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. I can't fight it, let your light come shine on me, yeah. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace, yeah. Hey, carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Come see the blood in my veins, for me he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain, he poured it over every stain until he coming. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Yeah, I just turned a milli down to be home with my son. Y'all don't get it, I can't gain a thing if I've already won. Still don't get it, I was full back when my bank account was none. Cause my God the type to leave the 99 to get the one. This is life or death, I ain't making music just for fun. Glory to your name, Father, I pray that your kingdom come. And when Satan's on my heels, I pray it's Nike with the run. Make my heart beat more like Hezekiah, say it and it's done. Breakthrough, Lord Jesus, I need breakthrough. I've been doing things that made the Father have to break you. Living in my shame like the potter didn't shape you. But I know even in the storm, the water didn't wake you. The water didn't wake you. And that cross couldn't break you. Yeah, the darkness couldn't take you. Oh, yeah. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Sweep me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Sweep me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame.
You came to set us free. Take rest, cause the living God is living in my chest. Every day I wake up feeling blessed, and even if I don't, I see it as a test. Cause I was lost until you found me. Now I know you're all around me. Nothing I could ever do can separate my love from you. You came to set us free. You came to set us free.
Thankful you ain't drive me in that pit. Hey, nah. Saw my soul inside that famine, said that's it. Grace now. You never flake in the cold winter. I just came to borrow with the gold winners. Fast forward, turn to a road runner. Spirit caught me here, go get it. Shed blood, gave me lemonade on this cold bending. Pick me up. Always Timmy Turner, always chasing after Vicky, took me to his spine and gave me peace and chose to cleanse me up. Now I'm testifying of your greatness, this a different look. Go, life been hitting hard, let's take it slow. Take a walk by the river and let you flow. Cause Lord, you are all I ever want. You're all I ever want. Cause I was lost until you found me. Now I know you're all around me. Nothing I could ever do.